The Holy ARUOSA Church is to the Benin people like the Church of England is to the British people, and that is why it is called the Church of the Benins. ARUOSA means the altar of God, founded over 500 years ago and located in Akpakpava Road in Benin City. Who built ARUOSA Church and who are those attending the church is what this story is about. Holy ARUOSA Cathedral, founded in 1517, is a church located at Akpakpava in Benin City, Edo State. It was founded by Oba Esige, son of Queen Idia, and Portuguese missionaries. It is commonly called the Church of the Oba of Benin and the Elderly Benins. It is one of the oldest churches in Nigeria and Africa, which can be traced back to the coming of the Portuguese. Just as every Abrahamic religion has a sacred book, Holy ARUOSA Cathedral's holy book is known as the Book of Holy ARUOSA, which was written by the wise men with dictate, teachings, and sayings of the ancient Benin Kingdom. Known far and wide and claimed to be the oldest church in Africa, Holy ARUOSA Cathedral is an unusual church where tradition and religion are practiced and worshippers are said to have a direct contact with God without going through an intermediary like Jesus Christ with other churches. Holy ARUOSA is headed by the Oba of Benin, who is seen as God's representative on earth, with the Crown Prince as the deputy head. It was built on the spot where a huge black stone appeared from a ball of fire that dropped supposedly as God answered to their request. During the British invasion of Benin, the church was destroyed. It was rebuilt in 1945 by Oba Akezua II, and since then, the Benin monarch occasionally attends worship there, especially after Igwe's festival for Thanksgiving. History has it that the cathedral was built at the spot because it was the place the Benin had a direct contact with God. It was, however, gathered that during the British invasion of Benin, the invaders scattered away the stone along with other artifacts, and they even destroyed the cathedral and brought their own god and told the Benins to only worship their god. It was Oba Akezua II that rebuilt the Holy ARUOSA Cathedral. He built a similar cathedral in Onitsha, Anambra State, Umuahia in Abia State, and other areas. The presiding head of the church is known as Ohosa, that is God's servant, and the priest dress like the Roman Catholic priest and usually wear red caps. A special seat is reserved for the Oba at the church whenever he visits. Service at this church is conducted in Benin language and the Holy Bible is used in the church. The Ohosa of the Holy ARUOSA Cathedral, Igbinogo Duai Debi, shed more light on the history of the Holy ARUOSA Church.
Holy ARUOSA came into existence in the 15th century during the reign of Oba Esige. That was when the Portuguese traders, who were the first white people to visit the kingdom. So when they came, their purpose of coming then was for trade. Came into the city, met with the Oba and the people. Because of the natural resources that we are known for here, it actually what attracted them to the kingdom. So when they came, they established a business contract or whatever with the Benis, come here to buy things. So as this was going on, the relationship became so strong that they now asked the Oba then, Esige, Your Majesty, you have been in your kingdom for years now, doing business, but we've never seen a place built like what is known as today church or cathedral, or what we call it as, or a temple. Is it that you people don't know that there is a supreme God, or you people don't worship God? Then the Oba told them that we the Benis, we already know God and we also worship God. That is why we call God Almighty Osanobuwa, which is more or less the general name that everybody knows. Osanobuwa, that's the God of creation. Apart from Osanobuwa, we also have other names that we call God Almighty. We call God Almighty Okondudu, Akbama, Baye, Oriole, and other great name that we call the Supreme God. So the Portuguese were here for years. The Oba since the Oba has given a free hand for them to build also, they were here, the native, everybody joined them to worship God Almighty. So they were doing it for so many years until the end of SCG's reign. When his reign came to an end, you know, sometimes what your father likes might not be what you like. His son came and the relationship was not really, so that's how the Portuguese, both the traders and the missionaries, they left. And now left ARUOSA for the natives to continue. So that was how it was. When the natives now continued, that was when they now converted Ibisawa. Sorry, the very first one, the Saple Road by Ogbelaka. That was how they converted that very one to his shrine that you are seeing today, including the one at ARUOSA to his shrine. It's only this one, this very place that remains a place of worshiping God Almighty.
The ARUOSA also debunked stories in some quarters that the Holy ARUOSA Cathedral does not make use of the Holy Bible during preaching. He said the church also conducts baptisms for new converts but do not make use of water. Instead, they apply the white native chalk on the new converts.
We read the Bible. We're like here, we do more of if you've been here to listen to be with us during service, you will also see the way we give out our own messages, sermon and other things. When it's during time of message or sermon for the day, because we are Benin, these are deep Benin which people outside hardly understand. When we say, on once I will say, Iwaisu already. So when I say Iwaisu, so people that are not really deep in Benin will say, Iwaisu, which one is Iwaisu? Is it talking about the devil? No. Iwaisu means the message for today. I can't Waisu. So that's why I say can't Waisu. Then sometimes we now try to also break it down because most people don't really understand it deep in it. We now say any Buddha or generic. The only Bible which we also read, because we know there are so many good lessons that we can also learn from there to also use to admonish and talk to people. And apart from that, we also have our own books, the book of Holy ARUOSA. When it's time to be baptized into the ARUOSA's faith, there's usually a class, lecture, which usually lasts for a minimum of 3 months. That 3 months is twice a week, come between the hours of 3 to 6. You lecture them, talk to them about ARUOSA, what you are supposed to do. Not only ARUOSA as a human being, talk to them, and by the time we are done with the whole exercise, behold the D-Day, which is the day of the baptism proper. Most times we are advised to dress in white, just like this. The baptism is done right inside the cathedral there. That's what we call it Igborwe. Orwe means you now Igborwe. There we will sing in Benin. Because Orwe means it's something of joy, it's something of peace, it's something of progress. Even like when you are giving when one is honored in the kingdom, that the Oba, it's a white chalk you see them placed on the body and on the head, and even your family and everybody will want to like show celebration. So yeah, we do it, but there's a process for it.
Members of the Holy ARUOSA are different from members of flock of other churches because they hardly go about sharing pamphlets to convert people or to even invite members of the public to their worship. Neither do the leaders of the Holy ARUOSA Church organize crusades and any other form of large gathering to win souls and convert people or to experience miracles as is done in other churches.